What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Legacy, and today we're going to talk about the top 10 counters from Moltres. Moltres came back to raids in a few parts of the world last night, and I'm about to get it here in about, 5 hours? So yeah, Moltres I'm very excited for because look at these. I got these two shadows that I need to max out from level 40 to level 50, so I'm going to be raiding them a lot. Shadow Moltres is one of the top fire attackers, one of the top flying, so I highly recommend you guys go out there and raid Moltres if you're into if you like raiding and doing a lot of damage, duos, solos, etc. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of similar to Articuno since they're both double weak to rock, so there's not much difference here, except the difference is that rocks resist fire, so that's why there's gonna be some slight differences. Anyway, let's start with number 10 I don't think I have this Pokemon, actually. I checked on Pokebatter and my top 10 is very similar to theirs. Maybe some differences. Tyrantrum. Okay, I do have Tyrant. I haven't evolved him. Okay, so yeah, this guy. Do I have a decent one? This one's okay, but not worth evolving. It is a great looking Pokemon though. I can't wait to evolve one. Maybe I need to make one. I just don't have any candies. I didn't go out there and catch them when they were here. That was a mistake of mine. But yeah, Tyrantrum is top 10 rock type attackers. It knows what? Rock, Throw, Stone Edge. Yeah, decent one. So if you have one of those, it's a good looking Pokemon. I love dinosaurs, so yeah, that's number 10. And the rest of the top 10 are probably Pokemon that I do have, most of them at least. So that's number 10. Number 9 is Gigalith. I do have a level 40 Gigalith, but not level 50. This one knows Smackdown Rock Slide. Ooh, I have a Hundo, Best Buddy Gigalith. So yeah, Gigalith is number 9. It's not as tanky. It's pretty close to tankiness as Tyrantrum. It's like barely better. It's barely like slightly better than Tyrantrum, so that's why you could go either way here, because time to win for Gigalith is slightly better, but Tyrantrum is a little bit tankier. Yes, Tyrantrum is a little bit tankier than Gigalith, so I'd probably go to the Tyrantrum because it looks better than this thing for sure. Okay, so that's number 9. Let's go. Number 8 is regular Tyranitar. The shadow version is going to show up later on. But yeah, the regular Tyranitar, I know a lot of people have these because Tyranitar was like one of the first level 4 raid bosses. I remember I used to raid so many Tars. That's why I have like 6,000 candies. Plus we had a community day for it. Tyranitar's been around forever. I remember it was one of the first level 4 raids. I think it wasn't the first level 4 raid, but it was the first difficult level 4 raid. For some reason, it was just tough to beat Ttar back then when raids first came out 5 years ago. So yeah, it's number 8. For Tyranitar, number 7 is one that I don't think I've powered up that maybe I need to, which is Shadow Almastar. You could probably put this one a little higher since it double resists a lot of the moves, but it's just its time to win isn't as good as some of the other ones. So you could have maybe put this one a little higher, but it being rock and water, just double resisting the fire moves really helps it out. If you want to go with like a tankier version, go with Shadow Almastar. But what's crazy is there's actually one. Some of the other Pokemon are actually slightly tankier. I think it's because it's the Shadow version. So maybe you have like a regular Almastar. No, still, I guess it's just, even though it double resists, not that good. So it's decent, but there's better Pokemon you could use than Shadow Almastar. So that's why I've never powered it up. Plus, you got to use legacy moves on it. So you have to use an Elite Fast TM and an Elite Charge TM, both, which sucks. Elite Fast TM is fine because those are so easily to get, but the Elite Charge TMs are very rare. How many do I have? I think I only have like 3 because I just always use them on random stuff. Yeah, I only have 3 right now, so Elite Fast TMs, I actually just used them all on something. I forgot what it was. I just used them, and I didn't care because I know I'm always going to have them. Okay, now we're on number 6. Let's go to number 6. Oops. Is Shadow Aerodactyl. Again, another Pokemon I haven't powered up. Aerodactyl's okay, but now with that we have the Mega version. The Shadow version is good, but the other Pokemon on the list are just better. And I think the problem with Shadow Aerodactyl is that since it's weak to Ancient Power, Moltres also learns Ancient Power, so that kind of lowers it on the list. So that's the only problem with Shadow Aerodactyl. Other than that, it's a very good counter. Actually, its time to win is actually better than the next 2 Pokemon, but it's just way... Plus, it being a Shadow, it's just way glassier than the other 2 that are in front of it. But time to win is actually better. But it just too many feints, so that's why I have it number 6 on the list. Otherwise, it could make the top 5. Maybe if Moltres didn't know Ancient Power, you could put it number 5. But because it does, It drops number 6. Now let's go to number 5 is Tarakion. Ooh, this one has Sacred Sword. I probably need to put an extra charge move on this thing, but it's going to cost me so much dust. I'm probably not going to use it anyway, so that's why I don't want to add the extra charge move, because the other Pokemon are just better, and I have plenty of copies of those. So yeah, Tarakion is number 5. It's okay. I wonder if we'll ever get a Shadow Tarakion. Maybe that will jump this up on the list. We'll see about Shadow Tarakion. Pretty tanky, so yeah, but the other Pokemon, the other 2 Pokemon lists are a little tankier, so that's why this one is number 5. So decent counter, but Tarakion is just okay. It has Smackdown and Rock Slide, but it's just okay. Alright, now we go to number 4, which is Ryperior, but this one you're going to need obviously you're going to need Legacy move Rock Wrecker on Ryperior. It being ground type, I think, does ground resist fire? I don't think so. No, it doesn't. But rock resist fire. Ryperior is just tanky. I don't think ground resists fire. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But rock definitely does. Let me go double check on that. Make sure that that's only a single resistance, I'm pretty sure. Which is unfortunate. But let me just double check because I don't want to be wrong and people kill me in the comments. But I'm pretty sure it's only a single resistance. I guess Ryperior is just that it's the tankiest one, and it does a lot of damage, so that's why it's number 4. I should have checked another site. This thing's taking forever. Let's see. I don't know why I chose this site. I should have chosen another site to check the weaknesses. I just forget typing sometimes. Like I completely forgot that. Like someone told me that they steel double resist. I forgot what move. Poison. I had no idea. So like if you have a steel, I think there was some Pokemon that triple resists poison, and I had no idea. I thought it was only a double resistance. I can't find it. Oh wow. Oh yeah, it's right here. Resistant to fire. Yeah, it's only a single resistance, I think. Yeah, but only a single resistance. So, yeah, because rock type. But it's still so tanky, so that's why it's number 4 on the list. And now let's go to number 3 is Rampardos. Rampardos is way glassier than Ryperior, but its time to win is just so much better. So that's why I decided to put this number 3. When I mean time to win, it's just I'm looking at it on Pokebattler, and time to win is like basically when you do duos or solos. That's how I look at it. I don't want to get into DPS and TDO because that's just too much math, and I'll let other people talk about that. I'm just telling you guys, basically I try to speak in just a way that everyone can understand. That's how I make the top 10 list. Because I know there's a lot of people who do like DPS, TDO, but I don't want to get into all that. But yeah, Rampardos is usually in the top 3 when it comes to rock attackers, just because it hits so hard and it has Smackdown and Rock Slide. Even though it's glassier, but a lot of times I've put Ryperior over Rampardos, I think, just because it's so tanky. But in this situation, the time to win for Rampardos is enough to warrant using it over Ryperior. If you guys see me in a raid, you're going to see, I'm most of the time, sometimes I'll use Rock Wrecker Ryperior, sometimes I'll use Rampardos. It just depends on how many people are in the raid. If we have like a small group, then I'll probably, I think I'm always using Rampardos. Because if we're in a small group, I'm definitely going to use Rampardos. It just depends. If I'm doing a duo and I don't want to relobby, then sometimes I'll use Rock Wrecker Ryperior. It just depends. But that's number 3. And this is I'm surprised, Shadow Tyranitar is actually a little bit better than Rampardos in this situation. Most of the time I put Rampardos over Ttar. But like, the time to win for Shadow Tyranitar Rampardos barely beats it by 2 seconds. But like Rampardos in the unknown moveset has 11 deaths, where Shadow Ttar has 7. So that's a big difference. For 2 seconds, the deaths is definitely worth it, especially since you're probably not going to have to relobby. So yeah, Shadow Ttar. Unfortunately, I only have 1 Shadow Ttar maxed. I have this one at level 50, so I only have 1 of these. But yeah, Shadow Ttar. I'm definitely going to be throwing this guy in most of the raids that I use it for. But the problem with Shadow Ttar, there's one big problem, is that since it's Stone Edge versus Rock Slide, so Stone Edge, a lot of times you'll faint before you can throw the Stone Edge. With Rock Slide, it's easier to throw it since it's a 2-bar charge move versus a 1-bar charge move. So you could go either way with Rampardos, but I like the tankiness of Shadow Ttar, so that's why I put it slightly ahead of Rampardos. But it's close. Like, I could have easily put Rampardos number 2. But this time I went with Shadow Ttar. And number one, it should be pretty obvious by now, is Mega Aerodactyl. Let me Mega Evolve this. I need to get the daily streak on it. Mega Aerodactyl has the best time to win, which is rare. Usually Rampardos is number one, but this time Mega Aerodactyl is number one. And even though it's weak to Ancient Power, it's still... let's see how it does against Ancient Power. Now, against Ancient Power, it's going to be a lot less deaths, but it still has the... Okay, Rampardos beats it against Ancient Power, but against all the other movesets and time to win, Mega Aerodactyl is number one. And like I said, only 8 deaths, and then Shadow Ttar has 7 deaths. But, you know, the Mega Boost. Boosting your partner's Pokemon by 30% is just always good. So, yeah, most of the time, Mega's going to be on the top of the list. The boost is just so broken. That's why anytime I do duos, I love to throw Megas. And, yeah, Mega Aerodactyl is amazing. And I'm really glad we got it in the game. I can't wait. I love using it. I just don't like the way it looks. I actually prefer the regular Aerodactyl. It looks like he has a beard almost. That's what it looks like. They just threw facial hair, body hair on it. On Aerodactyl, that's what it looks like. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to make these for basically all the legendaries each time they come out. Even if they get repeated, because every time, like let's say they bring back Moltres in like a year. We'll probably have new rock-type Pokemon by then. So that's why I'm always going to... try to make these top 10 counters. I just like doing it, so I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and I'll see all of you next time. Bye.